Hold on to your hats, folks, because this ain't your grandma's tea party. The very sands of Arrakis ran red with the blood of betrayal. A brutal ambush, executed with surgical precision, a massacre that left whispers of hidden agendas in its wake. The Imperial Diary lays bare a chilling truth. Someone pulled the strings, and no one saw it coming. Erulan's words cut deep like a blade, revealing the Emperor Shaddam as a cold, calculating viper. Power is his drug, and he doesn't care who gets trampled in its pursuit. The Harkonnens' involvement, a chess move played by the puppet master himself. Paul speaks, his voice heavy with grief, and a simmering rage that could ignite a supernova. The Harkonnens have stolen everything: his father, his home, his innocence. But within that darkness, a fire burns bright, the will to fight back, to right the wrongs. Stilgar's words are a life raft thrown to Paul and Jessica in this storm of chaos. Survival on Arrakis is a brutal game played with cunning and silence. Trust must be earned, and every move carries weight. Their escape was a narrow one, a dance with death in the unforgiving desert. Paul watches over Jessica, his eyes scanning for threats, forever alert. This ain't vacation, this is a battleground where every breath could be your last. The Harkonnens are relentless, their tentacles reaching into every corner of Arrakis. This ain't about conquest. It's a vendetta fueled by hatred and the desire to extinguish any flicker of resistance. Even the Harkonnens aren't immune to Arrakis' power, a harsh mistress who demands respect or delivers oblivion. Their grip on this world is tenuous, their ambitions clashing with the unforgiving landscape and the resilient Fremen. Rabban, a storm of unbridled rage, his sanity frayed by the desert's grip. This ain't leadership, this is madness personified, a ticking time bomb waiting to detonate. A silence hangs heavy in the air, thicker than the sand itself. Paul and Jessica stand at the crossroads, caught between loyalty and suspicion. The game is shifting, and their presence has thrown a wrench into the delicate balance of power. Our name whispers on the wind, Lizan al-Gaib. This ain't no fairy tale, folks. Stilgar's words crackle with a primal urgency, a prophecy unfolding like a clenched fist about to strike. Paul stands in the crosshairs, his destiny a coiled spring ready to unleash havoc upon Arrakis. The boy's eyes harden. A cold fire ignites within him, fueled by a thirst for retribution that chills the blood. His father's pacifism. It's buried under a mountain of vengeance. Paul ain't playing games anymore. This is war. Water on Arrakis ain't just a necessity, it's lifeblood, a sacred relic. Stilgar's words drip with reverence, hinting at ancient rituals and forbidden knowledge. This ain't no desert wasteland. This is a battleground for the soul of Arrakis. A shadow falls across Jessica's face. She's caught in the crosshairs of destiny, her lineage intertwined with Paul's fate. Stilgar lays bare the prophecy, revealing her role as a catalyst for change. She ain't just a woman, she's a vessel carrying the weight of an empire. Stilgar lays bare his cards. He wants Jessica to embrace the prophecy, to surrender control and become the puppet master behind Paul's rise. This ain't a choice, it's an ultimatum wrapped in veiled threats. Will she succumb or defy fate? The air crackles with tension. Stilgar's words are poison dripping from his tongue, a stark warning about the consequences of defiance. There ain't no room for second thoughts, just blind obedience or utter annihilation. The game is rigged and Jessica's caught in the middle. Not everyone on Arrakis buys into this prophecy. Some remain skeptical, clinging to ancient traditions while others embrace change with open arms. This ain't a unified front, there's cracks in the foundation of belief and doubt seeps through the desert sands. Chani's laughter cuts through the silence like a shard of glass. This ain't no fairy tale, folks, reality bites hard on Arrakis. Belief is fragile, easily shattered by doubt and betrayal. The truth hangs in the air like a shroud. Someone's pulling the strings, playing with fire. The water incident wasn't a miracle, it was a carefully orchestrated deception. Trust is shattered and the desert whispers secrets of treachery. This line isn't just words, it's a loaded bullet fired into the future. Jessica's hidden skill, honed by the Bene Gesserit, becomes a ticking time bomb. This knowledge, we see, could be the difference between life and death in the coming storm. A voice whispers from the desert sands, a phantom guiding Paul towards his destiny. Is it a spirit? A memory? Doesn't matter. The water of life calls to him, promising power. But at what cost? This is no mere test. This is a doorway into darkness, a seemingly simple task, this desert trek. But Stilgar isn't just testing Paul's navigation skills, he's pushing him to the edge. This is survival training, brutal and unforgiving, a baptism by sand. Beware the whispers in the desert wind, Paul. Stilgar warns of the jinn, not just creatures, but spirits that prey on the mind. This is a fight for sanity as much as survival, a battle against unseen forces. Chani stands by Paul, a beacon of faith amidst the skepticism. Their bond deepens, forged in this harsh landscape. She's his guide, his protector, and something more. The Fremen's struggle isn't just about survival, it's about control. This chilling line reveals a calculated brutality, preying on fear to win converts. The line between righteous rebellion and ruthless ambition blurs. Stilgar lays bare the stakes. An opportunity for vengeance, a chance to reclaim Arrakis. Paul stands at the crossroads, facing a life-altering choice. Will he embrace power or forge his own destiny? Stilgar, hardened by the unforgiving sands of Arrakis, hesitates to unleash another wave of violence. A silent storm brews within him, the Fremen's unwavering commitment to survival hangs in the balance. But then, a young fire ignites, Paul, burning with an unyielding resolve. Then I will go further north, he declares, his voice echoing through the desolate landscape, a promise of relentless pursuit. Whispers of Muad Dib, a mythical legend whispered on the desert wind, gain substance as Paul rises within the Fremen ranks. His ability to conjure life from the arid wasteland, creating his own water, is a testament to his burgeoning power and earns him their unwavering loyalty. Chani, a warrior forged in the crucible of Arrakis, delivers a truth as stark as the desert sun. You are equal, she proclaims, shattering the patriarchal chains that bind Paul's world. The seeds of shared power and responsibility are sown, resonating with Paul's yearning for genuine connection. Paul, eager to prove his worth among the Fremen, yearns to learn from Stilgar, a legend whispered among the dunes. To ride, he inquires, a spark of determination igniting within him. His desire for integration is palpable, a young warrior seeking to forge his path amongst these hardened souls. The Baron Harkonnen, a viper cloaked in power, reveals his chilling pragmatism. Spice production, he growls, his voice dripping with avarice above all else. The blood of Fremen warriors is deemed expendable, a mere pawn in his ruthless game. The Baron's threat hangs heavy in the air, a tangible spectre of impending doom. Feel mine on your neck, he whispers, a chilling promise veiled in menace. Fear grips Paul, knowing that he walks a perilous path, a tightrope stretched over an abyss of treachery. Paul's fractured dream bleeds into reality, revealing a prophetic glimpse into his future. A whisper of holy war, echoing through the desolate landscape, foreshadows a cataclysmic conflict ignited by his actions. Stilgar, weathered by countless sandstorms and trials, imparts wisdom forged in the fires of survival. Be simple, he instructs, be direct. He seeks not flamboyant displays of courage, but a quiet strength born from practicality and resilience. The guttural chant of Chakobsa echoes through the Arrakis night, enveloping Paul in a wave of tribal unity. He is no longer an outsider, he is embraced by the Fremen, his soul woven into their tapestry, a warrior destined for greatness. A blood oath is sworn, a legion of believers ready to march at his command. The desert sands tremble as whispers of a messiah grow louder, a prophecy fulfilled, or a powder keg waiting to explode. Paul's destiny is sealed, and the south shall bear witness to his rise. Fear creeps into Chani's voice. Adoration, a double-edged sword. Paul, caught in the glare of their fervent gaze, walks a razor's edge, his humanity, a flickering flame against the inferno of their devotion. Duty calls, a chasm widening between hearts entangled. Paul, bound by allegiance to the north, leaves Chani behind, a sacrifice made on the altar of war, leaving his love teetering on the brink. A whisper in the desert night. Betrayal lurks within the Fremen ranks, a web of manipulation spun by unseen hands. Paul, caught in the crossfire, must choose his allies carefully, for every move could be his last. Two souls clashing under a scorching sun. Chani pleads for authenticity, urging Paul to break free from the shackles of destiny. Can he reclaim his own narrative amidst the storm? The hunt is on. A chilling declaration echoes through the desert, a promise of violence and retribution. Muad Dib is within their sights, and nowhere can he hide from the hounds at his heels. Power plays on a cosmic stage. The Emperor and Princess Irulan pawns in a game of galactic intrigue. Paul's ascent to power ripples through the stars, drawing the attention of empires far beyond Arrakis. A Machiavellian whisper, a sinister plan unfolding. Arulan offers Paul a poisoned chalice, a path to salvation paved with bloodshed. Can he escape this web of manipulation and forge his own destiny? A viper's whisper, a prophecy foretold, the rug is pulled from beneath Paul's family. Betrayal hangs heavy in the air, a storm brewing on the horizon, revenge seeks its due, and blood will stain the sands. Lady Wisdom descends upon us, a cold fire burning bright in their eyes. The Bene Gesserit, they play a game of shadows, weaving destiny with threads spun from iron will and calculated precision. A chilling waltz begins as the Bene Gesserit circle their prey. Phaedrotha, a wild beast unleashed, a tool to be wielded, a weapon forged in chaos. Phaedrotha, a predator honing his claws, a dancer on the edge of madness. Each movement precise, deadly, a testament to the darkness that consumes him. The arena roars with a chorus of bloodlust, a gladiatorial dance where only one survives. Mercy is a whisper lost in the wind, every blow a step closer to oblivion. The Baron, a puppet master pulling at strings of power, whispering promises of ultimate dominion. A Game of Thrones played with lives as pawns, ambition burning like wildfire in his eyes. A shadow stirs, a whisper on the wind, Lady Margot Fenring, an enigma cloaked in secrets. Her words laced with poison, her intentions veiled behind a mask of intrigue. A Pandora's box awaits, a chilling gamble with fate. Phaedrotha steps into the unknown, his destiny hanging by a thread as Lady Margot Fenring orchestrates her grand design. Lady Margot's chilling words to Reverend Mother Mohiam expose the Harkonnens' twisted game, a puppet master's plot to ensnare Paul in a web of vulnerability. This venomous exchange sets the stage for a brutal dance of power, where innocence is sacrificed on the altar of ambition. Phaedrotha's venomous declaration at the Harkonnen assembly crackles with the simmering rage that fuels the feud between the houses Atreides and Harkonnens. This is no mere political rivalry, it's a blood oath, an unspoken promise of carnage to come. Gurney's sardonic repetition of juicy hangs heavy in the air, a morbid symphony that underscores the inherent danger of their mission. This is a dance with death, and laughter becomes a shield against the encroaching darkness. In the heart of the sandworm maelstrom, Gurney's roar of defiance, "Don't run, fight," reverberates through the chaos. This is no mere order, it's a primal battle cry that fuels their desperate struggle for survival. Paul's playful jab at Gurney after the brutal fray hints at a burgeoning brotherhood forged in the crucible of war. Despite their differences, they are bound by shared blood and an unyielding will to survive. Gurney's confession of his thirst for revenge cuts deep, revealing the raw vulnerability that fuels his actions. He is a man driven by loss, seeking justice in a world steeped in bloodshed. Paul's chilling pronouncements strip away the illusion of heroism, revealing the stark reality of war. Fear becomes his weapon, wielded with cold precision to manipulate and control. Paul's precognitive nightmares paint a horrifying canvas of the future, a galactic graveyard where millions perish. His warnings are laced with dread, sowing seeds of doubt and despair amongst his followers. Chani's accusation cuts like a knife, exposing the deep-seated prejudice that poisons Freeman's society. This is a clash of cultures, a battle for acceptance against a tide of suspicion and mistrust. This isn't just a conversation, it's a goddamn declaration. Paul throws his house Atreides past into the dust and pledges himself to the Fremen, becoming one with the harsh embrace of the desert. This ain't just loyalty, this is a damn blood oath, setting the stage for an all-out war. Gurney's not just hiding explosives. He's pulling a fast one, a masterpiece of deception so blatant it's genius. This ain't your average smuggling operation, this is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode and rewrite the rules of this damn game. These ain't just weapons, they're a goddamn Pandora's box. Gurney lays bare the truth. Paul inherits a legacy of unimaginable power, enough to reshape this universe or obliterate it. This shit just got real. The sands are shifting, a storm is brewing. Arulan lays bare the truth, this ain't just a power struggle. It's a goddamn powder keg waiting to explode. And Muad'Dib, he's at the heart of it all, controlling the spice that fuels this world. This ain't no ordinary prophecy, it's a warning whispered in the shadows. Something sinister is coming, and Paul's influence is drawing him into a deadly web of religious intrigue and deception. Stilgar pleads, but Paul's wrestling with his own doubts. He feels the weight of prophecy pressing down on him, a responsibility he can't escape. This ain't just a choice, it's a damn crossroads. Blood is thicker than water, and loyalty runs deeper than fear. Paul throws down the gauntlet, issuing orders that will determine the fate of his family and this entire damn world. They lurk in the shadows, these fundamentalists, a force ready to tear everything apart. Paul's facing enemies on all sides, a constant battle against those who crave power and those consumed by their own beliefs. This ain't just a sip of water, it's a gateway to the unknown. This is where Paul's destiny truly begins, a journey into the heart of prophecy and the secrets that lie hidden within. Jessica thrusts this water of life upon Paul, a baptism by fire that threatens to shatter his very being. This isn't just a drink, it's a descent into the heart of destiny, where the Fremen and their fate become intertwined with his own. The choice to venture south, a gut-wrenching gamble, leaving behind the known world for an abyss of peril and uncertainty. Phaedrotha delivers his chilling report, a dagger plunged into the heart of any remaining Atride's hope. The Harkonnens have seized control, their iron fist crushing any resistance. But the North's liberation? It's a Pyrrhic victory, for the shadows lengthen and whispers of Paul's growing power echo through the desert. Phaedrotha utters these words with icy detachment, his soul barren and devoid of empathy. Pleasure, his world is one where cruelty reigns supreme, a macabre dance fueled by ambition and bloodlust. The coming storm will be merciless. The ancient voices speak, their words resonating with the weight of ages. Paul's destiny is laid bare, a path illuminated by both promise and peril. He is the Kwisatz Haderach, a vessel destined to shape the very fabric of reality. But can he bear the burden? Can he escape the clutches of fate? Alia's embrace of her dark heritage is a chilling declaration, a willingness to sacrifice everything for survival. This is no longer a child caught in the crossfire, she has chosen her side. The lines are drawn and blood will be spilled. The Fremen's whispers turn into anguished cries, their faith tested by a prophecy that binds them to both freedom and subjugation. The weight of tradition presses down upon them, a relentless storm threatening to consume their very souls. Her voice rings out like a war cry, fueled by vengeance and despair. Justice demands sacrifice, and this woman stands defiant against the monstrous Rabban Harkonnen. Her plea for retribution echoes through the sands of Arrakis, a promise whispered in blood. The desert roars with the chants of a fanatic legion, their faith unwavering in Paul, their savior. He is Lisan al-Gaib, the promised one, and his destiny intertwines with theirs. The sands shift beneath their feet, and a new era dawns on Arrakis. Errolyn's words cut through the silence like a blade, shattering the fragile peace. Paul lives. He defies the Emperor's will, and his shadow looms large over the future of Arrakis. A storm is brewing, and only one can emerge from the wreckage. The Reverend Mother's chilling response, delivered with the icy calm of a viper, reveals the depths of her manipulation. She holds galactic affairs in her iron grip, and this admission foreshadows a power struggle that could shatter the very foundations of their world. Paul has stumbled upon a conspiracy, and his quest for vengeance will ignite a firestorm. The Reverend Mother's carefully laid plans have been shattered, her meticulously orchestrated demise, now a resounding failure, throws her into disarray. Paul's survival has injected a volatile element into the equation, raising the stakes for both sides in this deadly game of chess. The Reverend Mother lays out a path, shrouded in cryptic pronouncements and veiled threats. This single solution, offered with the weight of an ultimatum, pushes Paul towards a destiny he may not fully comprehend, a path to ultimate power, paved with sacrifices both profound and terrifying. Chani stands defiant, her loyalty to the Fremen burning brighter than any flame. She refuses to be simply a pawn in Paul's game, asserting her own agency and forging a path independent of his desires. This sparks a dangerous dance, a fragile alliance built on shared ideals yet driven by divergent motivations. Paul's mind races, weaving a tapestry of strategy and cunning. His plan to strike at Arrakeen is a multifaceted assault, each piece meticulously placed to exploit every weakness. This dialogue hints at a coordinated onslaught, one that will challenge the Sardaukar's defenses and leave them reeling. The Emperor's world crumbles as he realizes Paul's survival, not only a living legend but a formidable threat. Panic sets in as the realization dawns. Muad'Dib must be silenced. his power extinguished before it consumes them all. A relentless hunt begins across Arrakis, fueled by fear and desperation. Amidst the chaos of war, a flicker of human connection pierces the darkness. Paul declares his unwavering devotion to Chani, a promise forged in the fires of conflict. Their bond, tested by adversity and sealed with unwavering love, stands defiant against the encroaching storm. The final blow falls, an apocalyptic declaration that echoes across the dunes of Arrakis. A full-scale invasion looms, heralding the arrival of enemies who seek to crush Paul and his people. This chilling revelation hangs heavy in the air, promising a climactic confrontation where victory is far from guaranteed. A flicker of doubt ignites within Paul. He clings to innocence, demanding his voice be heard amidst a storm brewing around him. The young Duke walks a tightrope, balancing the legacy he inherited with the destiny that calls to him. A viper bears its fangs. This isn't an invitation, it's a veiled threat, a brutal game played with power and blood. The stage is set for a clash of titans, where alliances are forged in fire and loyalty is tested to the breaking point. Paul's inner turmoil erupts, a raw confession fueled by pain and justification. The lines blur between duty and vengeance as the weight of his father's legacy crushes him with its iron grip. The air crackles with tension, a dangerous game unfolds within Paul's own circle, a web of ambition and treachery where loyalties are as fragile as smoke. A chilling promise hangs in the air. Feyd-Rautha reveals his bloodlust, a viper coiled to strike with cold, calculated precision. This encounter is a prelude to a deadly duel where only one will walk away alive. A roar echoes across the battlefield. Paul triumphs, a beacon of hope rising from the ashes. The freemen hail him as their savior, his destiny unfurling with each thunderous chant. Love versus duty, a desperate bargain hangs in the balance, a sacrifice offered to protect what matters most. Paul's vulnerability shines through, exposing the cost of his relentless pursuit of justice. The flames of rebellion ignite. Paul's authority is challenged, a gauntlet thrown down for all to see. His response will determine the fate of Arrakis and the entire Imperium, a clash of wills that could shatter the very foundations of power. A storm rages, war consumes everything in its path, leaving only devastation and despair in its wake. The final curtain falls on a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the enduring struggle for power. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.